Hey up me ducks, it's Simon here. Welcome back to the Hermit's Cave. So I'm really excited to be doing this unboxing walkthrough. This is the Tarot of Why, which has been on the top of my wish list for a few months now. Ever since I first saw it on my friend Nina's channel, Nina over at Shuffle Tarot, and I left a comment saying, I love this deck. And I was very fortunate because this was a gift for my birthday from my lovely friend, Jen Rodriguez, who has the channel Jen's Balanced Tarot. And you may have seen me on her channel on her birthday, which was the day after mine. So I've had this for 4 days and I've not opened it. It is still sealed because I wanted to have the time to do a walkthrough and share my experience of this deck with all of you, which I love to do when I get a new deck. I think this is a deck that will probably divide opinions. Speaking to a few of my friends, they were kind of like, why? Tarot of Why? Why do you like it so much? And the answer is, I don't know. There's just something about the artwork when I saw Nina's walkthrough that I just thought, yeah, this is a deck that I need. It would have cost quite a bit to buy it from the UK. The shipping on it, whether I was looking somewhere wrong, but it was around $70 to $80, and I was like, wow, that's a lot on top of the price of the deck. But, you know, because it has been brought in the States and sent to me as a gift, obviously that's cut down the shipping cost for the person sending it as it would have been opposed to me buying it here, if that makes sense. Anyway, the artist is Ron Campbell. Ron Campbell is an incredible artist, poet, creative, and this deck in particular, the art style is very unique. It's charming, it's a little bit creepy, it's got everything in it that I like. And the mediums that are used are paints, ink, and also coffee and blood, which again makes it quite unique. Now these are all hand designed, they're all created by the artist Ron Campbell. Do check out the website. It's tarotofwhy.com, so it's quite easy to remember, and I'll put a link below of that if I remember, but tarotofwhy.com. It comes in a tin, which I really like because this is the style of tin that I get from Make Playing Cards with this kind of printing directly onto the tin. So I've got around 15-16 of these tarot tins now. Ron has signed the back, as you can see there. That's Ron Campbell's signature, the R and the C. So that's his signature, so that's quite a nice little touch as well. So let's crack it open and have a look. There's a little card inside as well, which has some of Ron's artwork on. This looks like this is hand painted. This is, yeah, you can actually feel it. So it's hand done and handwritten. So on here it says, the official Tarot of Why, your future is large, now it can be wide. I like that. And it's got Ron's signature there and these little designs. And it's got the name or the questioner, so I can put my name there. The bearer of this card knows why. Isn't that a nice little touch to have? So I will use that. The back of the card is the same that's on the design on the tin. You can see here it's got these two question marks interlocking, and these little designs in each corner as well. So let's remove the tin. Just going to make sure I haven't got too much of a glare. So let's break her open. I'm so excited for this. And I've got, I'm also going to be I haven't got much time today, so it might be in the week, but I also want to show the Victorian Tarot that I got from Sandra for my birthday. The Mons Tarot is a deck that I got from the lovely Elle, but I do have a walkthrough on my channel of the Mons Tarot, although it was the first edition. But if anybody wants to see the second edition, I'm happy to show that. So cardstock is really nice. It does kind of remind me of the cardstock that you get with Make playing cards, but it's lovely. It's really, I like their play. I don't know if it is by Make playing cards with the tin being like this, but it's really flexible and durable. It's got a lovely finish to it, almost like a waxy feel. So now they're not in any order. I've just noticed here we're starting with the World, then we go into the Five of Swords. So I will pause because I want to put these in order for you guys. Okay, so we're back. I've turned a light off as well, just so we don't have a glare on the cards, because just as I was stopped that, I could see a bit of a glare. So hopefully when I zoom in, you'll still be able to see a lot of the image. So I've put them all in order. Now, some have borders or partial borders, whereas others don't. This, as you see, doesn't have any border at all, whereas I saw a red border. It's like a red border on that one and on that one. So I'm not sure about edging, whether I'm going to edge this deck or not, because there's no extra cards to do a test of whether they would bleed or not. But actually, I'm not sure. A nice kind of yellow or even green might go nice, but we will see. So what I'm going to do is we'll zoom in and have a look at these images. So in terms of cardstock as well, it's card size, sorry, I think they're standard size. Yeah, they're exactly the size of a kind of US Games tarot card. So nice tarot sized. And as I said, they're so durable and they feel amazing in the hand. So I'm going to look forward to working with this deck. And I'm so excited to finally have it. Okay, so here we have our Fool. Quite a traditional Fool. We've got the dog, we've got the sun. He is wearing a jester's kind of, royal courtyard type Fool's hat. We've got the flower here. It's not a white one, it's a red one. But taking that leap into the unknown. And focusing, on what's above rather than the peril that is in front of him. But yeah, quite a traditional Fool card. I like the little titles as well, very kind of inconspicuous. They're not, great big bottom panels or anything like that, or written across the top. The numbers in this deck are quite hard to spot as well. They are there, but they're not obtrusive. And at first, when I was putting them in order, I didn't know, because I got to the Strength and the Justice card, and at first I didn't think they was numbered. I thought, oh, I get it, so we can choose whatever system we're used to, but it does follow an RWS system and the numbers are there. You just have to kind of to spot them. Here's our Magician. I love this. Look at that. There's this 1 foot on this kind of little shark. And then the water. He's got all of the elements around him represented here. The cup, the wand. Look at his many arms as well. The sword. So I love the artwork. Here's our High Priestess, which at first I thought, oh, that's a bit odd, but the position she's in, she's kind of in a one leg kneeling position. Got a crescent moon here, beautiful. The Empress. And there's the female symbol on the shield. I'm not sure what this little, is it like a little worm or something squiggly at the bottom? Here's our Emperor. He looks ready for battle, doesn't he? With his armor. Look at all these symbols on his armor. There's his shield. He's got his sword. Yeah, he's ready for battle. So our Hierophant has the, because these, interestingly, are numbers, numerical, whereas we've got the 5 in Roman numeral here. But look how his head is separated from his body, which is really interesting. We've got a key. We're used to seeing 2 keys. We've got this little hand signal here, hand symbol I should say. Look at our lovers. Interestingly, we've got these kind of chains that we would see in the Devil card. I love that this makes a love heart. And it looks like they're about to throttle each other, hands around their throats. But again, you know, the lovers can become the Devil card. You know, relationships can become toxic. And, you know, we can be kind of feel that we're bound. Chariot. We have the number 7 there, which is part of the actual chariot itself. So again, I was looking at strength and I was looking at these kind of symbols here. But the 8 is actually here, which makes like the lemniscate kind of symbol on these weights. So you've got somebody here actually trying to show physical strength by lifting these weights. But isn't it interesting what's behind this curtain, behind this veil? You've got like a proper human hand, but this serpent kind of tail here. And there's this kind of blockage, and then these expletives coming from behind. There is no guidebook with this. Which is a shame, because I would love to hear about the artists' impressions and their thoughts and inspiration behind each of the images. I have heard that that Ron is actually creating a guidebook, and because Ron is a poet, I believe it's going to be a guidebook that is written as poetry. But I'm really looking forward to hearing more about that as and when it's available. So we've got our hermit here with all his worldly goods in the case, setting off. There's so much symbols. We've got a torch. We know why there'd be a torch in the hermit card, as well as a light bulb, a lantern. So all these methods of illumination. The wheel. That's beautiful. Justice card. The number is there, look, 11. I love the artwork. The hanged man. Got a little owl there on the bough of the tree. Look at that for a death card. I really like this. Kind of reminds me of something like the end of the original Carrie film, where the hand comes up. There's many films, isn't there, like that? But there's this kind of... It's almost like this for me is representing like a collective consciousness, because I always see the collective consciousness as like an ocean. And we, you know, when we're in our human existence, we're like a wave that rises up. And we live our lives, however long or short that might be, and then that wave goes back into the greater, whatever we deem that as, depending on our beliefs, whether that's heaven, nirvana, the summerlands, whatever it is. But there's this collective consciousness, and there's almost this thought, you know, that's coming out, and there's this blackness, and this hand coming out with this cross on it. It's quite a powerful card. Temperance. Lots of dragonflies as well. And there's the number there on this tablet, as you can see here. Number number 14. So sometimes they're quite obvious in the top, but sometimes they're within the art. Here's our devil card. I love that the question mark appears in so many of the cards, because this is the Tarot of Why. The Tower. Look how the lightning is coming down. And I love this. I love this star card. Just staring at this mask. It's very, and this is why I really want a guidebook, because, you know, my interpretation of the star card is one thing, but I want to know what Ron Campbell's thoughts are as to why he's, you know, depicted the star card in the way that he has. But we all wear just different masks, don't we, in different situations. Here's the moon. So even though this follows an RWS system, it's not traditional RWS imagery. Love this sun card. I think it is so beautiful. This has a Japanese feel, particularly with the red sun here, which is part of the flag for Japan. We've got the dragonfly again. That's a significance in this deck. But look how he's holding the sun and, you know, almost giving life to the flower. Judgment. Look how similar that is in design with the clothes. These kind of beings rising up from the grave, and then the world. So then we move into our minors. I've got this question mark here, the wrong way round, but and look at this, from this cup, this hand, that Ace of Cups. It's quite an explicit image for our Two of Cups. Lovers in the act of lovemaking, both holding onto a cup. The Three of Cups. This red flower is it's popping up throughout the look, right from the Fool card. Love it. Our Five of Cups. Again, we get this kind of Japanese type art style, but I love this. Very traditional. This kind of kimono and the Japanese flag, beautiful. Noticed how the dragonfly is upright here and reversed here. Eight. This little ship, little boat. And again we've got the 8 making the Lemniscate. 9. Here we have our 10 of Cups. So instead of the page, we have the knave, but it's, you know, knave page. We got the little fish, normally in a cup, but this is actually in a fish bowl. And the boat on the water. Then we have Knight, Queen, King. So the only change to the courts is the page to knave. What do you think to artwork? I really like it. It's very different, very unusual. But that's what I'm about at the moment, just looking at things that are a little bit different. And I like images to stir something up inside me, and this does. So we have our swords now. Here's the Two of Swords, the blindfold. And really sort of in a martial art type position. 3. Wow, look at that. Seven of Swords. There's the Nightmare card. Lots of watery scenes with the boat in the horizon, on the horizon, and the 10. Wow. Actually took his head off, look. So this is like a battle scene. He's the victor. And it's interesting that the question mark is always mirror imaged, even on the backs of the cards. But look, offering his head up on a platter. The Knave. I love this image, this is beautiful. King. Again with the red rose. So there is a uniformity to the deck with this symbol, with like the red sun with the dragonfly appearing throughout. Look how, is that the Queen? No, let's see. And you know, there's very similar themes going all the way through, like the red rose. We're into our wands now, Ace of Wands. Here's the Two of Wands, they're both wearing masks. Three. Yeah, there's a mask wearer in each of the Wands cards, it would appear. Yep. 5, so we still get that sort of positioning that we would see in that sort of battle scene within the RWS. 6. I like that image. 7. 8. We get that sort of flying through the air, swift action. 9. 10 of Wands, that heavy load. The Knave. Get his mask on top of his head. The Knight. Oh, little horse plowing through water. That's a powerful image for the Queen. Wow. King. And then we have our final suit, which is Pentacles. Got this turtle, tortoise. The 2, the balancing. 3. 5 of Pentacles. You do get that sense. Look at his legs going in opposite directions though, his feet and legs. But he's on the outside. He's suffering, bruised, battered. look, the red rose is still prominent. It's being carried along from the fall. I love it. I love the continuation of that. Lots of masks. There it is. Oh, I like that. The reflection in the mirror looking back at us. Here's our Queen of Pentacles. Look at her, what a character. Now, I've got a symbol on the back of my calf, very similar to this, and it means man, it means mankind. I'm not sure if that's what's being replicated here, but this symbol appears a ton throughout this deck. But again, without a book, and maybe the website, you know, tarotofwhy.com will explain. I will have a look. But I'm really looking forward, there's the symbol again, you see. I'm really looking forward to reading more about the artwork. They go well together, don't they? So there we have it. That's the Tarot of Why. I love it, and I knew I would, and that's why it was there on my wish list. So thank you again, my friend Jen, for getting this for my birthday. It is a treasured gift, and I'm looking forward so much to working with this now. Thank you for watching. Have you seen this deck before? Have you come across it? I think it's been available for about a year. But let me know your thoughts, what you think of it. Do you like it? Is it one that you're considering getting? Have you got it? How do you work with it? And how have you found reading with it? I'm really interested to know. So thank you for watching, everybody. I'll be back again maybe tomorrow, where I'm going to look at the Victorian Tarot by Trucker Studios. And until then, go in peace. Namaste and blessed be.